Welcome to Three Skulls Tavern, a channel devoted to tabletop role-playing games by Free League Publishing. This show is sponsored by Foundry, the virtual tabletop, as well as WorldMill, online server hosting for the Foundry tabletop. To support the show, head over to patreon.com/MattK. For a minimum of $2 per month, you get access to a ton of extra content. Hello, and welcome back to Alien New Alaska. It feels like it's been a long time since we played last, but it's not been that long. It's just been a long time since we've had the whole group together. About a month now, isn't it? So, yeah. Here we are with episode 9, and just very quickly go around and introduce our characters again. For those of you who haven't... I don't know why you'd be watching episode 9 if you haven't been watching anything else. But I'm Matt, and I'm playing... who am I playing this time? Jack!
Jack!
Let's go up from me, so up to Chris.
Hi, I'm Chris, and I'll be playing Kit, the mechanic.
And then Harry.
Oh.
I am Harry, and I'm playing Jean-Michel, the geologist.
And Habib.
And my name's Habib, and I'm playing Kai, the transport and logistics guy.
And then over to...
Then I'm Ed.
Yeah.
Lovely game mother. And I'm going to be playing, well, all the gribbly nasty things that are going to murder everybody.
Oh, and Elizabeth is going to help us out of all the shit.
Of course.
Yeah. I let her.
As long as none of you annoyed her, it's fine.
You've all been nice
We'll
to
be
her,
fine.
right?
We'll be fine.
Oh, okay. Well, it's nice to be back with everyone. Hooray. Okay then. So, where do we last leave off with this group? I guess you were all waiting very expectantly to see whether or not you were going to get a hit team from Corp to come and take you all out for finding all sorts of horrible stuff down in the chasm. Umming and ahhing about whether or not Nazir, who you contacted, was going to send someone to come and kill you all, or help, 50-50. So I think you all kind of like decided to hide out in the snowcat, getting it ready to kind of go.
And then the call
just
came.
Waiting.
Yeah.
Then the call came, and then you were like, "Oh, thankfully that seems fine, unless they're lying." So there's
So
still a
much
stupid amount of paranoia. But they have asked you to go back down into the chasm to basically so you can find out what it was that attacked you, or who it was that attacked you, and to get some more information about what's down there.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much where we will start. The next morning, after you've all had a little bit of a sleep, not much of one, because you're all kind of waiting for something to happen. That's where we are. You're all in the snowcat or in the facility, realizing that no one else is coming to murder you in your sleep.
Always good.
At this time,
At this point in time, yes.
we don't. We can't say that for sure.
Habib had a really good idea last time, which was rather than going down straight away, which would be to give it a little bit of time, like give it to like lunchtime the following day, and then report back on everything that had actually happened previously.
Yeah.
So that way we don't have to really hide anything, and we can find out what how they take it.
Yep.
I think that's kind of what we decided on.
Idea.
Yeah. Okay. So you kind of do all the obligatory breakfast and everything else. And who's going to contact the research station? We're going to leave it to Elizabeth to do.
Okay, I'll do it if someone else will.
I mean, I should probably, right? Because I've been
Alpha
the one.
team leader.
Yeah, and I'm the company, the corporate agent. Yep.
Okay.
So, I guess that means we don't get murdered in our sleep.
You don't get murdered in your sleep. Morning comes, and you're all sort of like a bit confused that you haven't all been shot. And you kind of do all the sort of rest of the thing. Sort of towards the sort of middle of the morning, the wind seems to pick up again, and it starts to snow heavily again. And then in the afternoon, you try to contact the research station, and you do not get a response, presumably to do with the big storm that's now kicked up outside.
Yeah, presumably.
Is there any way we can use Comtech or a collaboration of efforts to try and boost the signal, or at least tune in better to a response, depending which way the signal's getting blocked?
You can make a Comtech roll if you ever wants to do that.
I think I have.
I'll give you an assistance with that. An assistance roll.
Looks like
Push that button. No, do that.
I've got Comtech of 1, and I think we've got tool sets as well.
So it would just be a standard Comtech. It wouldn't require any tools.
It might be better for you to make the suggestion.
I would
and
be
somebody
at a
else to do
5
it.
for that.
Sorry?
I would be at a 5 for that.
Which case, it's a whole... Kit, are you certified level 2 for this?
Um,
I could run it, but I'm used to the older models. This has got some newfangled stuff.
I mean, I've got a
Well-
5 as well. But it doesn't matter, yeah. Kit, run it with your with your inventory. If you can, this
By all means.
well,
Excuse me.
is a diagnostic device, would that work with doing this?
No, but I'll tell you what, I'll give you one extra dice to add.
And if that
All right.
doesn't work, can we bounce the signal off the orbital station to
And
avoid the storm entirely?
What you're trying to roll. Find out.
oh, hold on. Not so fast. Because
Oh.
you get help
Yeah,
dice
sorry.
as well.
You
get help dice from
I
us
was
as
sort
well.
of I was wondering. I was sort of hoping for the +1 to pop up there when I clicked that. I forgot
Oh yeah,
all
you
about
got to
how.
right click.
Add it.
I forgot all how this
Roll one more
interface
dice.
works. There we go. Oh god, I've just not. I've been on Roll20 for like the last month. I forgot everything.
You can't say that.
Sorry, I never said
It's
it.
been an alternative popular virtual tabletop program.
Oh come on,
Okay.
there's got to be the dice roller somewhere, right? I put my sheet on top of that for sure. Ow! Yeah, I
top of
really
your
should have
character sheet.
practiced. No. Shit.
What you can do is just have you got your sheet? Have you got your sheet again?
Yeah.
Just right click on the same roll and then just like modify it so it's like minus however many you need.
So that would be -5 and 2. Yeah, no. I think I would have to push, or else we come up with something else.
I will allow you to push it if you want to push it.
I mean, you're looking stressed as it is, just trying to get the skill sheet open. So it would be.
Well, that's player stress though, not character stress.
And you can push the previous one, not this one. Just push the one before, if you want to push it.
Yay, stress.
There you go. You want to make a stress roll.
Oh,
sorry. Okay, yeah.
So just a very quick question about stress. For those of us who had stress previously, we've rested, right?
Yep.
So that should all be zeroed off.
You have rested. You can, in fact, no. You can reduce your stress by 2.
Okay, I had 1, so that's
You
fine.
have more than that.
Yeah.
Because you're kind of in a constant state of stress, worrying whether or not someone
Yeah.
will come and get you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you try really hard to kind of find a way to bounce the signal around, and everything you try is just not working. Clearly,
Damn it.
the storm, while it's bad here, must be worse down by the research station. So you're just not able to bounce any signals through. So you just have to wait for the storm to pass.
Sorry, guys.
On the plus side,
Can't think of anything else to do here.
if the storm is that bad, no one's coming to fly here or get you.
Murder
So,
us in our sleep.
Yeah.
Hey, silver linings.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah,
So-
but it also means we're going to get bored and probably someone's going to end up doing something stupid. Because we can't actually go out and do our real work, can we? Because the storm's here.
Well, yeah. I mean, we went down.
Just you to
We
bring
went
that up.
down the horrible hole. By the way, the artwork you can see here is. I'm just going to zoom in on it for the stream.
Very cool.
Harry did this, drew this, illustrated
Oh,
this.
diddle-
Shouldn't say
diddle.
draw. Awesome. So yeah, based on
Phenomenal.
the descriptions from our game. Yeah,
Yeah, apparently I misunderstood some things, but that's the price you pay.
it looks awesome.
Oh, but it's still gorgeous.
Or not, as the case may be.
Yeah, I wish I'd done it in Greek.
I don't know. Some like
National containment crew.
yeah, exactly.
There are
some
specific
backup.
teams and units, I guess, for want of a better word, that specialise in this hazardous organism containment and
Yeah.
Well, you mean like a kill team?
handling. No, not at all.
Elizabeth says,
It's what your suits come from.
That's the wrong game.
Elizabeth says, I understand, according to the contracts, that is something that you would fulfill.
And not in the exploratory contract.
Have you seen chapter 7, subsection C? 2I?
If
False.
that's the locate and containment clause, then that comes with the additional addendum of specialised equipment being provided, if I'm correct. We don't have special equipment.
No,
We can't contain
no.
something we're not equipped to contain.
So look, no, I'm remembering this now. I'm sorry. There's a waiver. We all signed.
Indeed. She says.
We
She
waived
well,
Played
it.
on me.
She says, well, she turns around and says to Jack, so what are your orders then, Jack? I guess it's your decision.
We don't need to go back down there.
Okay.
I'm not Jack. I'm just saying.
Well, we know that there's something down there. We know what to expect. I only saw one of these creatures, and there's no reason to think that we can't contain it with fire.
That's not going to contain it. It's going to destroy it.
Destroy it. I don't mind destroying it.
Me neither. But if you're going down there on company orders, they're not going to want you to destroy it. And if they find evidence that you intentionally destroyed it,
Yeah. So I mean, this
there'll be a penalty.
this is the question: is the thing attacked me? It clearly is. It seems like some sort of wild animal that wants to violently destroy any intruders on its territory. So until the company confirms that they want me to go back down there and risk my life without any additional, protective equipment or backup, professional soldier type of backup or security personnel, then I don't think it's worth the risk.
Agreed.
We've
We've looked it up. We know
Yeah.
it's down there, and
Yeah.
we've done what they wanted us to do. We just didn't do it in the correct order. So when the question comes, we can provide them with information and evidence, and then follow their next question. Which, if it is in fact, as Elizabeth says, we're contractually obliged to go down there, well, then we can make a better plan, and we can possibly request specialist equipment. And
Well, we do kind of
personnel.
have some specialist equipment, and then I'll turn and look at pointedly at Elizabeth.
She looks to you and says, yes.
Elizabeth is not a combat model.
No, but if the
No,
creature
I'm-
down there is somehow sensing human pheromones or scents or things like that and is attacking based on that, then theoretically Elizabeth could go down there with a camera and
Based on my analysis of the creature, we have absolutely no reason to speculate anything about its sensory mechanisms.
How about this? It's a good idea, but even based on my past record, I'm not always willing to jeopardize or sacrifice anyone, even Elizabeth at the first opportunity. We've got
He smiles.
some pups, right? We haven't even got enough equipment rigged to get a team down there. So if we are serious about going down there, we need to rig more ropes, more cranes, more communications, and all that kind of stuff, right? We've got time. We've got a nice little window. If we've got a pup, or we can find another pup in this base, then why don't we pop them in the bucket on standby, lower the bucket down, and then reawaken them, and then set them on an automated scan and record. And at least then we'll have a map of the caverns underneath there, even if we don't catch sight of the thing. And if we catch sight of the thing, well, then the pups, as you said, can stick 6 meters in the air and just follow it around.
Yeah, I'm willing to go back down there on a winch to control the pup. No, like to hang from the, to hang quite high off of from the ground. If we can't connect, because we had a problem with comms getting all the way to the top. But if the pup needs to be controlled, then surely some of us can hang from a rig, say 10 meters from the floor, and control the pup to make sure that we can get those, that there's some sort of signal that's, I don't know what's blocking the signal from coming up all the way to the top here.
Absolutely, but it could be hours to do even a simple basic scan if it's a cavern. So you don't want to be down there for hours.
We want a plan, right? We need a plan.
But we could pre-program them after a time. We don't have roughly how long it takes to get down there, right? So we say do that +2, lower them down there. After a set time, they get up, do a surface scan, and they return when they complete the scan or whenever their battery is 50% low.
I think it would be good to have somebody having eyes down there on what's happening with it, because it's a big cavernous space and should be able to keep an eye on the pup as it's, the lights of the pup as it's kind of toddling around. I'm happy to do that. I'm happy to hang there for a couple of hours, as long as we can make a nice rig for me to sit in, to keep an eye on it.
I reckon we could figure something out.
Because what I'm worried about is sending it down there, to do something automated, and it never comes back, and then we have no idea what happened. And that way, we can actually kind of maybe get something. And I could even potentially have some sort of recording device on my person to record from where I'm hanging too.
That would be valuable.
That'd be very good.
So,
all right, how about this?
Let's plan for that.
Harry and Elizabeth maybe scope the place out above ground here, see if we can find any more pups or anything else that's going to be suitable for, remote surveillance or whatever. Me and Kit will get some kind of cradle or additional winch system rigged, if that's all right with you, Kit.
Absolutely.
And then Jack, you might as well actually hang around here and work with us, because then we can develop some kind of better comm systems, whether it's line of sight or tap code or whatever.
Yeah.
I have a question to ask Ed, which is, given that I've been down there previously, and being as I'm a geologist, is there anything about the geology which might suggest as to why there is the communication break?
It's just one, it's the distance, and there's obviously between the actual rock strata and the ice, the signal just doesn't get all the way through. If you were to rig something up like a kind of
Peter, it seems I've misunderstood the nature of it, but I'm happy to hear that it's how it is you're describing now.
But in theory, you should, if you were to kind of, in essence, get to the point where the cavern opens up, be able to have line of sight. So if you were to be at the top of the cavern, somebody else was above the chute in the facility, you'd basically have a relay, and you'd be able to then have all the communications. That would be fine.
So either we need like a full kilometer of telecom cable, or we need a LiDAR rig.
Or something that, say, halfway cable, which would repeat the station on it, and just leave it free dangling, and then that can act as a repeater or a bounce, I guess, to get down below.
That would work.
There we go. All right.
We can do that.
Is using a radio transmitter, maybe from the cat, maybe from the base, to patch our communications through so that we can enormously boost the gain on our own radios?
You could do that.
Is that conceivably an option?
That is. That would just require a minor contact roll, and that'll be fine.
Well, that seems like it might be one of the most straightforward possible things.
No.
I mean, yeah.
All right. Well, I'll try that comtech roll just now. Then.
What's your hold on? What's your comtech? What's your total comtech?
What are you rated as?
Oh, you're really good at Comtech. Bloody
and
hell.
rated as a meat
Yeah.
optical.
Yeah, you can do all the Comtech rolls.
I think I'll probably be
Do you want
alright for
assistance?
Comtech.
Like if you right click, you can add modifiers. So if anybody's assisting you with that, I guess that would be
I'd be
Elizabeth.
super willing to after that.
I think
or anyway.
Kit would be an excellent person to assist me with it.
And we all have at least 1 point in Comtech. So, by the way, what are the rules? Bearing in mind what the nature of this channel is for, the rules are the rules in Alien the same as in the other Year Zero games
I
with
think you just get the
assistance.
dice per-
You get maximum of 3, like 1 help dice per
think so,
person
yeah.
up to 3.
Yep.
Okay.
That sounds right.
So if we want to make sure we do an absolutely bang up job on this, then I would help,
Oh.
Kit would help, and maybe Elizabeth would help.
Yep. You can also add
Okay,
the bonus that you would get from your diagnostic tool.
And the diagnostic tool, so that's +4 to your roll.
+4, my goodness.
Or chance for some,
Okay, if that's all the total modifiers, I'm ready to go.
Now, I just need to
Awesome.
double check because Kit is suffering from panic. If she's helping you, does that go across in your role?
But she's
Oh,
she
no.
does have panic. Yeah, she's got a panic
Yeah.
rating, doesn't she?
1 second.
That would be a pisser. Don't you fuck this up for me.
I think the panic conditions only come into play if you're
Just your own.
beyond the keeping it together stage, though.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you're just considered stressed, and you've avoided
Yeah, I was gonna
panic.
say this. I'm clearly not panicked.
Yeah, no,
I'm
that's
just
fine.
stressed.
Yeah, that's fine.
Well, this
Okay,
is
great.
how it all starts, Chris.
It is.
as we've seen. Oh my God! There we go.
That's a handful of dice.
Wow.
That'll do it.
Thanks for your help,
yes.
folks.
That's probably the only good
successes.
successful roll of this session.
So you spend sort of like pretty much sort of a good few hours kind of going through everything, pulling things apart, putting it together, and yeah, you come up with an amazingly, well, I'd say jury-rigged, but you pretty much have created a whole new thing. Yeah, it's going to work amazingly.
My time as a sky engineer finally paying off.
Yeah.
Do we want to do like a heavy machinery roll for the prepping all the other stuff
Sure.
For sure.
from Kit, and then people helping you as well? I guess we don't really have any
Yep.
tools to. I mean, maybe we can find some tools lying around the. They're probably.
So then one of the other things was you were gonna. So I guess while you're doing that, Elizabeth is gonna search through the facility for other kind of equipment like pups, that kind of stuff.
Camera for me to have. Yeah.
Camera. So she'll go through all that stuff while you're busy prepping and doing the Comtech and heavy machinery.
Well, we can
So-
do like shifts or quarter days, whatever the equivalent
Yeah.
would be here, to take like plenty of time to make sure we do it. Like, there's no rush.
You've
no
got plenty
rush.
of time.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem the storm is closing or lightening up anytime soon. So, yeah, you take your time. Still want to make a heavy machinery roll. You can add an extra +3.
Oh wow, that's pretty generous.
+4.
Oh wow. Well, somebody's having a good day. I'm taking it.
Okay.
So I'll do my best to rig up something nice. Oh no.
Sure.
That my best is not very good today. It
Well,
looks like.
you know, if it doesn't trigger something that specifically says that your roll is unsuccessful, like you run off screaming or something, then your success still counts.
Yep.
So you need to roll your panic first.
So
See, hopefully it's still gonna be a success. Yeah.
Stress is
well,
just
I'm
getting
keeping
to
it
you.
together.
Yeah. The stress is just it's there.
Well, I've just, like this snowstorm. I didn't realize this before, session 1, session 2, when I got lost in that snowdrift.
Yeah.
But snow panics me. I'm so sorry. I developed a phobia of snowstorms. That's what it is. And this howling outside, I can't do this. I
Yeah.
can't.
Yes, you
Please get
can.
me out of the snow.
Yes, you can.
New
Yes, you
Alaska
can.
was
Put
a
your fingers in
mistake.
your ears. Put your fingers in your ears and sort it out.
Next
Yeah,
posting on Desert Planet, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
You don't want to do that. Sand gets everywhere. I mean, everywhere.
You
Yeah.
you kind of rig up the third what is it, the crane and hook.
Relay. Oh, yeah,
The
crane.
relay.
What
So
I was thinking is if we get either a gantry or like they must have like a recovery, a winch cradle type thing,
yeah,
rather than just a harness. So he
Yep.
can not only go down, but he's got a bit of space to move. He can put cargo with him as well. Maybe even it'll fit a whole 2 people, great. And then you still got the other thing free to go up and down if you need it to.
Yep.
We've got comms now sorted, so that's great.
I have no problem with that. That is fine.
What about what I'm curious about is whether we have a camera that I can keep on my person.
You do. So
Okay.
she comes back with 5 cameras that can be mounted to your helmets or on your shoulder,
Okay.
which is not a problem, and that could be linked into the relay that you've got. So if
Just the
someone's
sort of thing you want in a
upstairs,
mining station.
Yeah.
So let's do that for everyone then. Makes sense.
We don't actually need a third line for the pup either, because I can carry the pup down with me.
You can, but just in case
Yeah,
you
that's
find
true.
someone can want to haul it up separate than you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that makes
If
sense.
we've got
It's
this,
good to have it. Yeah.
the camera set up, have we got some kind of mobile, portable relay unit where we can see the screens?
You've got your PDAs that you've got.
So they can feed through to there.
they
So
can
if
feed through to there.
we've each got a feed,
Yeah.
camera, and a PDA, then we can not only have voice but audio as well.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I like the avoidance of using any actual technical terms, because it's like 1979 tech.
Yep.
What does bandwidth mean? Oh, bandwidth probably existed back then, but anyway.
Bandwidth in 1979 is how many cassettes you can fit in the back of a station wagon.
Is it still 8 tracks?
Of course there is.
Or flat
But
vinyls?
there's space.
Probably
I'm not-
more economical.
It's
I'm not
all
sure
the latest
floppies.
gear.
I'm not sure floppies existed in '79. Maybe
No,
they did.
they
Maybe did the 5?
Didn't they exist like?
Anyway.
That's it. I'm just trying
Rabbit
to remember
hole.
any time I saw a
Nictate,
data
like a
storage
nictate.
device in any of the
Anyway,
films.
before we go down that route,
This is a dumb tangent to get off on.
yes, definitely. So you spend pretty much the rest of the day doing that. So it takes you into the evening. You've done a lot of good work. It's perfectly serviceable, works well. You tested it out a little bit. Yeah, absolutely. Now, the question is, you're going to have some an evening meal and then do it, or are you going to wait until the morning?
I would say wait until the morning. Is the storm
Yeah.
cleared? You got any comms
Nope.
yet?
Nope.
So-
Still
Yeah,
Let's-
let's wait.
Mm.
See if it clears overnight.
okay.
Because I've been working. I'm going to be going down there, and I want to be on top of my game, and I don't want to go down there tired.
You want to
So-
have like a good breakfast before you go and get horribly
Don't say
mauled by
don't
some
say a
random
last
creature.
breakfast.
No last break.
Hey, it could be worse. We could have had a last supper.
Indeed.
Okay, that's fine. You kind of where are you going to spend the evening then? Still in
Let's have
the research station?
Yeah, I think so.
You
I think the
got that-
paranoia is probably worn off with the storm
It's
blowing.
gone.
See if it's going to work.
Hoo-ha.
Ah, it worked.
Hooray.
We're back. Somehow. Hold on. It still looks like it's buffering.
It's gonna be
Yeah.
fine.
Okay.
So I'll wait to see if it
Right.
starts.
We should be working again without having to. Yeah, it should still be running. Give it 10 seconds or something.
Oh, I can
Alright.
see people moving.
Yeah. So we didn't need to. So all I need to do was to close OBS and restart it again. Okay. Right.
Can't live with it. Don't
Thanks,
have to.
OBS.
Bloody hell.
Let me just come out of that and try again.
Okay, so sorry about that. OBS for some reason decided to be very clear, Streamlabs OBS decided to shit the bed, and we just had to do some troubleshooting to figure out what exactly was causing YouTube to not receive the stream, whether it was an internet issue from my end or whether it was some sort of connection from OBS. Then to figure out anyway, figured it out. OBS has been restarted, and it looks like it's working. So hopefully we'll be good for the rest of the stream. And we're just going to wait because we didn't know how long it was going to take. We had a quick, take a quick comfort break. So as soon as Habib's back, we're going to kick off again.
I'll get a quick drink while I do that then.
Yeah, I'll put the little interlude thing on. In fact, I had a technical difficulties card I could have used. We'll be back shortly.
Oh.
Is it the top hat dancing alien?
Okay. We're back. My comfort break consisted of grabbing a beer.
Very good.
To, yes,
Technical difficulties.
host.
Post indeed.
Lost.
Lunch.
All right. So, what? If anybody in chat can remind us of what the last thing was you heard before we went buffering and the OBS just dropped dead, that would be quite nice to hear. If not, then we were basically just planning. We were doing dice. We were just about to do a dice roll for a heavy machinery, right? I hadn't quite done it yet. Is that right?
That is
That
what
is
I
correct.
remember.
Yes.
And why my remote mining station map is just a black grid?
No. We had done the heavy machinery roll.
Yeah,
It's
but
So
that
kill
we
done
figured
that.
Oh, yeah.
that I,
We have the stress
we
here.
figured that I was
Oh yeah.
You were
But I
all
was
about to get to some
mortally
rest.
scared of snow now.
Yeah, you were all going to get some rest and do it in the morning. That's where we left off. I went back and listened.
You're like the opposite of a husky.
So you'll get another night's rest, and you can lose 1 point of stress.
Lose 1 point of stress. Yeah.
I can use that.
Yeah, you might like that. So reduce it by 1, so that's good. The hit team still hasn't turned up. You haven't heard back from the research station, and the storm is still raging. You wake up to the morning to the usual sounds of the storm outside and the howling through the chasm, which is still sort of in the background, and all of your happy faces, or not so happy, depending.
If this was a film, what would be really good right now would be like an even sadder bum version of What a Difference a Day Makes.
Well, you know, this is what you get paid for. It's just dull, boring, repetitive stuff. Welcome to the world of being a columnist.
That would be absolutely fine if it was dull, boring, uneventful, and repetitive. But it's not. We have not had a Groundhog Day since the beginning of this op.
It's a shit story.
Yeah, a story about
But
people
happy
getting on with their,
colonists.
like, the least
Happy
interesting
colonists.
day of somebody's life is probably not that great a story.
So yes, the morning is here. The plan will be to dangle Matt down there. You're going to go down. Is anyone else going to go down apart from Jack? Or are you just going to wait up the top?
You
I'm
know,
not volunteering.
I mean, we're only rigging up because the plan is I'm going to be down there for theoretically, we'll say up to like 2 hours or
I
something,
don't
right?
think it's a good idea for you to be down there on your own.
Would it
I'm
be worth
okay.
sending Elizabeth down to test this theory about it
Yeah,
tracking onto
that
live things rather than
I can do that.
mechanical? If that's okay with you.
You know, by a lot of definitions, Elizabeth is every bit as alive as you or me.
I meant organic. I'm sorry.
Scientifically and philosophically speaking, there's very little difference.
There's a lot of difference. She's smarter, prettier, kinder, nicer. She probably gets paid more as well.
I never thought about whether or not synthetics get paid. There's a thought.
I do not get paid.
Upkeep, maintenance, licensing.
Yes, that's true.
You get paid.
You just don't get to
You may
see
not
it.
have a disposable income, but you know.
Oh no, you're a techno slave.
Welcome to the mortgage world.
Guess I don't
Can you
need to worry
imagine
about
having
that.
a mortgage on your own actual body?
That's depressing.
This is very depressing.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
ready,
well,
yeah,
I'm
we're
ready to
gonna-
go
On
down
the
the hole
other hand,
now.
American healthcare, I guess.
Let's don't
real
depress
life.
the android. That's the wrong science
yeah.
fiction.
Before we're about to send her down like a dark
Oh,
dark
it's terrible.
pit with me.
You're such an upbeat guy. You can easily bring her out of the dumps. You know, pragmatic approach.
I appreciate that you think so kindly of me.
Oh God, there we go. Start
What
of
can I say?
the start of the
right.
psychosis. I'm not saying that out loud. I'm
Starts twitching.
definitely thinking it.
She
The horse pistol on you.
she'll follow you to the chasm and the borehole, and we'll happily strap in on the other ones. So the two of you can go down. You've got the third one, which you've now rigged with a small sort of basket kind of thing that could fit a person in, or some gear to the same sort of like physical dimensions as a person in a suit.
Just for just like a little spot of visual texture.
Yes.
You've heard of snow apples, right?
No.
Googling.
Well,
What's
it's a real thing. It's a genetically engineered apple which never browns with oxidation, and they stay forever crispy and delicious.
Ah.
18th
They're
century.
wildly expensive, but it's a real thing available today in the modern world. And I'm just picturing snow apples in the, like the alien font in a green and beige plastic tray, and we're just like,
Nice.
let's get this tray. That'll do. There we go. There's a pup basket, and it's got like the Happy Apple Company snow apples or something.
That sounds good. I like that.
Yeah. Is there cheese and wine with that?
No.
Not anymore.
Oh,
Nope.
here's a little visual Easter egg. There's like the logo has like a worm coming out of it, and the worm looks like a chest burster.
Perfect. That's another badge.
That is
okay.
another badge.
Core eaters. They could be called core eaters.
That's a very good one, Habib. Good brains.
I'm on form tonight. This is good.
I'm sorry for the distraction, but I thought it was fun visual texture.
It's fine. I don't mind the distraction. Okay. You start to get lowered down into the chasm. You had some flares that you put down last time, which have obviously gone out by now. You've got your torch from your
We have rigged
suit.
lights around that gantry crane thing. So me and Elizabeth got loads of torches last time, didn't we? Lights and whatever.
Yeah. That's fine. You start to descend. So you and Elizabeth go down. The rest of you are watching on your PDAs as they descend into the darkness. And it takes about 10 minutes or so to kind of descend them all both down. Are you going to send the basket down as well, or is that going to just hang up?
I thought the idea was that they could be in the basket with the pups. I didn't want them on a harness.
Oh, okay,
harness
right.
for safety, but obviously because you don't want to be hanging from a harness for 4 hours at 10 meters, sitting there trying to skip your
Good
PDA.
point. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
So
yeah,
just to be clear, I am in a harness that is
In the
that
basket.
has got a lot of
Basket.
slack on it, but I'm actually there. We're in like a basket that's being lowered down, both of us.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
and you've got your pups and whatever
Yeah.
other crap you're taking.
Okay.
What low water?
Oh yeah, good idea. Yeah.
It's for pissing.
It's already yellow.
You
Don't confuse the bottles.
How far are you gonna stop from the surface of the floor?
What's the working out?
I want to take a ton, like as many not torches,
About
but as
the
many flares as possible.
Yeah. Okay.
So-
yeah, you just can have a pack of them.
Yeah, so we kind of know what the distance was from last time. So when we get about halfway
Yeah.
down, we want to stop the relay line, the comms relay line. And once we get that kind of rigged and ready to go, I'll drop a flare, the first flare down, the rest of the way,
Okay.
and then once I'm just plucking a random number out of the air, but I'm thinking about maybe 10 meters is probably enough.
Yeah, that'd be fine. Yeah.
Because I can't, like, I guess the question is, like, can I see the sides at all? Like, where the,
No.
Yeah, that's fine.
No.
Like, if I'm shining my head torch, like, off to the sides, and I can't see a wall near us, then that's also absolutely fine by me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as Harry is drawn, you've got these
Yeah.
these gullies that go off either side, and you know, according to what you've been told, there should be a face or a skull or something
Yeah.
at the end of this walkway that's in the middle. You kind of get to 10 meters. You drop the pups out. They drop, so they're about sort of like 3 meters above the ground. And then they start to shoot out their little scanning devices, or one does, one's broken. And
Yeah, we've only got the one pup
go
working
out.
right now.
But you've managed to you managed to find a hand scanner, which can kind of give you some kind of immediate, within sort of, I don't know, 50 meters, so like almost like an ultrasound kind of schematic in front of you, much like a motion sensor.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's kind of like, you can move that around you like this. It's probably about yay high, but sometimes you get like a large torch these days, and that kind of allows you to kind of look around through the darkness to the walls, and when you do that, you can see that the flooring is always kind of very all the bedrock has been made to look organic, though it is made of rock when you're down there.
Has been made to look?
Yeah, so it's been sculpted and designed.
My God.
Do I know how do I know that it's been sculpted? It's not organic. It's like
as soon as you use the actual
Depends
device,
on the level of polish, I suppose.
yeah, you can see there are chip marks and stuff here and there.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's so you realise this is not an actual organic structure. It's something that's been made.
So I'll report that back up and say that it, that it looks man-made or artificially made anyway, and that would suggest that this might be some sort of a temple, perhaps, to whatever the skull is there for.
And yeah, so as the pup goes along,
Temple made by who? That's a lot of work.
And at quite a large scale as well. So it's not, nothing seems to be. We'll use the word human scale.
Wow.
Everything seems to be bigger, as if it was someone that was probably 2 or 3 times as tall as a person.
This is quite the reveal.
Okay, so what happens with the pup then?
So the pup goes up ahead, and it's just scanning around. And as you're doing it, you get like a 3-dimensional kind of image of where the pup is going. And so the pup just goes off in a predetermined direction. Is it just going to go? Is it going to do sort of like just straight through and then make its way around the sides? Is it going to sort of like do lines and you just get your full sort of like as if you were doing sides going up sonar where you kind of go backwards and forwards and do your lanes, but starts then do that? What would you?
I think they're probably programmed to do an initial sort of center lines, horizontal center line, edges. You just sort of map out the external dimensions and then fill them in. Rather than map it very slowly from one end to the other in full detail, it would probably map it out sparingly.
So go from where it is now in one direction until it hits the end, and then work around the edges and then come in.
Yeah, and then they would probably start filling in more information after.
Okay, sure. All right then. So the pup goes off, and it actually just starts to follow the large pathway that you initially thought to be a large table or altar, but actually turns out to be a large pathway. And it follows straight through, and it makes its way down the pathway. On either side, you've got all these channels, and it kind of makes its way towards the end of the pathway. And the pathway ends, and because I liked Harry's drawing so much, exactly as the drawing states, to a large skull with these organic tubes coming out the back of it. And at the base of the skull, you can see another one of these suits that you saw earlier that you burnt. And it's been discarded. And next to the suit, you can see a couple of these bowls that have been knocked over. And they are black ceramic bowls, very much like the rocks around you. And they are broken into, sort of knocked onto the sides. That's what you can see.
So like I would expect ceramic to be broken. That sort of okay.
Yeah.
Shattering, but like kind of cracking into multiple.
Yeah, cracking
big
the middle and
pieces.
sliding into.
Yeah. Okay.
The pup kind of like goes up. The skull is massive. It's probably 6 times the size of a human in height and in width. And then you've got all these large tentacles or tubes or whatever your mind wants to fill in from the actual scan. And they kind of go into the bedrock as well. And it looks like this has all been carved out of the rock.
Guys, whatever this is huge, and this is way beyond us.
Look, this stuff. Look, it's been carved, but it's been carved directly into the solid rock. It's not been like carved in blocks and then the blocks placed like a wall. The whole thing has been carved in one piece out of an enormous seam of dark granite.
Like I said, this is huge. I mean, I'm having trouble actually believing what I'm seeing here.
How old is this?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't even...
One thing that I'm actually really worried about is corporate not believing that I was attacked. So I want to try and see if I can get the pup to rise about another meter or two in the air, and to start doing an active scan for life form.
Okay.
Like if it's got some sort of mode to do that, like to look for survivors or something. I'm assuming it would have something like that.
It does. Harry already changed it to do that anyway before.
All right. Okay.
So,
did it?
Yep, that's fine.
So I wanted to not stop actually scanning the terrain now that it's reached the skull and we've got some information about it, and I wanted to actively be searching for,
Okay.
Thing.
And I'm happy to manually take over if I need to. Like I want it to basically go a little bit higher up, and I want it to kind of be pointing down. I'm imagining it's like a drone, kind of, right? And I want it to be kind of going up and down the gullies.
Okay.
And looking in the kind of valleys between these arms.
Yeah, there are loads of places that someone could hide in here.
Yeah.
There are loads of gullies. There are loads of sort of like crevices. There's things behind sculptures. The only thing you've actually seen though, the sculptures are all like organic parts rather than, there's no sort of like sculpture of a person or a thing or anything like that. It's all just kind of all these sort of organic kind of nodules and tentacles or tubes. So the pup starts doing that, and it starts scanning for life signs.
Wow, that's crazy.
Okay. It doesn't take you very long, and the pup actually finds an organic thing laying in a gully. And as soon as the pup comes closer, the organic thing moves. Very much like you saw the thing before, and it runs off, jumping with some amount of speed from one gully to the next, going away from you, going towards the skull.
Do we get some good footage of it with the pup?
No, so it's a scan, so it's not a camera.
Right.
So
Okay.
you get a scan of it rather than an actual footage of it.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
Okay. Well, at least we've got some sort of proof that there's something organic down there that's able to leap like that. It's our last pup, so I don't want to risk it getting smashed by this thing. So.
I appreciate you taking care. Yes.
How long has this taken us altogether?
So far, you've been down here for about half hour, 40 minutes.
So I'll just relay all this back to everyone up top and just ask, what the opinion is from everyone up top, on whether we need any more. Yeah, I'm happy to stay down here a little bit longer. I feel kind of safe down here, especially as the creature has been running away from where we are and not actually coming toward us. And just kind of ask for the opinion on what, if anybody has any bright ideas for what else we could be looking for scanning while we're down here. Otherwise, I'm going to come up.
If that's the entirety of the space, if there's no offshoots, no caverns, no doors, no gullies, no way out of there, then yeah, I'd say get out of there.
Is it possible to get a positive ID on the owner of the suit that you found?
That's a good point. There should be a name tag.
Will
Yeah.
the scan be able to reveal that?
No, you have to actually go there with yourself to actually do that. There is no camera on the thing, so it does a scan. It's a 3-dimensional scan of the area around you, and it would do a 3-dimensional scan of the suit in situ, but it doesn't like show you names or anything like that.
Yeah.
The pup can fly right to the suit and have a look at the breast lapel and see if there's a name tag.
It doesn't have any cameras.
Oh, it's just a scanner. Okay.
So it scans, and it does a 3-dimensional scan of the area, or it scans for life or organic material. It can't read or write or anything like that.
If we're that keen for that information, can I suggest we ask Elizabeth to volunteer, maybe tied with an extra long rope?
Okay.
Wait, hang on a second, folks. Didn't you develop something for jerking Kit out of the way of ice worms?
Yeah, there was a thing.
We're not trapping again.
There is a thing. It's currently in the snowcat.
I mean, could that principle be applied here?
Yeah, could easily make a snare or something else, or some kind of non-lethal trap if that's what you're after.
I was thinking more like yoinking somebody out of harm's way in case things get bad.
Like somebody
we can pre-tension the crane. That's easy.
That's a brilliant idea.
So Dingle, Elizabeth. I mean, she's the obvious choice.
That's no way. Hold on. Sorry. What are we trying to achieve here? I thought you wanted to find out the name on these suits.
Well, Elizabeth
we know the
that.
name on one of the suits at least because he went down. What was it 7 or 6 years ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we think that's the case. We don't have any proof that is the person.
These suits aren't new, so they're not from the current rotation or in the rotation before, since this station got woken up again, right?
Yeah. But we don't know.
So
we don't know the date on the suits. They could be older than that, theoretically. I mean, there's no way to know for sure without. I think probably. We're making good educated guesses, which I think we know. Yeah, the point is, we think I think we're all pretty confident that we know the answer, but I'm trying to look at it from a corporate perspective, and they'll want indisputable proof from like a legal.
Someone needs to go there and recover the suit.
Yeah.
I'll hold you 1 second there. Kit, Kai, and Jean-Michel. If you could all please make a wits roll.
Oh, do I have to?
Indeed, you do.
Observation.
And I thought I was the one.
It is indeed an observation roll.
Observation.
Oh, good.
Let me make an. Oh, well. I'm gonna roll one more dice.
All those dice and only one success.
Oh, okay.
What did I get? I don't even know.
So hang on, Kai, you got.
Okay.
One success.
I rolled a wits roll, not
once.
observation. Sorry.
That's fine. It's all boss. It's not a problem. So you're all kind of chatting and obviously relaying all this information through. And all three of you hear a low thud noise reverberate through the actual facility.
Does it seem to come from the level we're on or below?
It's the level that you're on.
Oh,
Okay,
shit.
well, what the fuck makes a thud like that?
Yeah, we got noise up here.
Oh.
He'll be a while winching up.
Yeah, let's winch me up.
Did you guys
Just start
want to go check while I keep an eye on the winch?
Start winching us up right now, then. Yeah, because it's like automated, I'm sure.
Okay, Kit, you're on the winch, and I guess I'll go with Anand.
Yep.
Yeah, you don't go alone.
No. Wait, we're not going anywhere. We're in the security location. There's 4 sets of airtight doors between us and the main station. I'm just gonna lock it.
I mean, you've got a point, but also it would really help to know what the hell it was.
Wait,
Well,
you
we
guys
can
just
wait till we
watch
get
my
Elizabeth and Jack back.
back while I check on the winch, right?
Okay, so can you go into more detail about the thump that we heard?
So you heard this low sort of thud noise, which echoed through the facility where you are. But over the sort of the sound of the howling that's going through the chasm.
Did it sound like a craft landing?
No.
Did it sound like a pressure door ceiling?
Yeah, maybe something like that, or unsealing, perhaps.
I suppose there's no point speculating. We either wait or we go look.
Well, we're getting the guys up so that,
It's going to take an hour to come up.
Well, you probably reckon probably sort of like 10, 15 minutes rather than. Well, no, probably a bit longer than that. Yeah, so 40 minutes ish.
It's a lot longer than 15 minutes.
Not an hour.
Okay. I'll go to the group though. My sensible side says we should all three stay here until we're all together again. My impulsive side says I want to peek around, but that's stupid.
My good podcast side says let's go look.
Right, fuck it. You happy to stay here?
I guess I gotta be.
You got the pistol?
I don't think I do, in fact.
Did I remember right that we gave her a revolver last time?
You
I
did.
do remember rightly.
Oh, goody.
You two should both have revolvers at least. And Kai's got what was it he got up in the end? I don't know, whatever it was. All right, Ed, fine, we'll bite.
I'm not making you do nothing.
These like pressure doors,
audience.
are they locked or lockable or anything like that?
They are lockable, yeah.
Okay, so we can overwrite a pin number that only us three know,
Yep. That's perfect.
and we head through.
Okay. So you make your way through through the main door here into cargo ops, or do you want to go to the refinery? Do you want to go to the power plant?
Where can we go where we can activate internal cameras?
So
That'd
cargo
be-
op has that,
Down to
and so does commercial and
Of
commercial
those,
ops.
which is the closest?
Of that, cargo ops is the closest.
okay,
All
we're
right.
carrying. Because if I remember rightly, we sealed off, or we kind of like double locked everything else, didn't we? Because we're only going
did.
between cargo ops and the chasm.
Yeah.
And we thought they were going to. We could shut off that shuttle bay to make sure they only had one entrance.
Yeah.
So yes, so there's everything south
Mm-hmm.
and west and east basically. So the only way we can go is north. So yeah.
Okay. So you go through the north. You open up through the pin. That's fine. You go into cargo ops. That's fine.
And
you
we'll
make your way-
redo these doors as we go through with the new pin.
Okay, that's not a problem. You get to the cargo ops. There's the terminals that you can have a look at. You want to look at some.
Plug it in. Make sure there's a good focus so both Jack and Kit can also see what we're seeing.
Okay. You can see that there is a shuttle on the pad.
One to the right of us now.
Yeah, I'll just ping that for you.
Perfect.
Okay. Just to the left at the bottom.
Oh no. Okay.
Whoa, can you ping
Because
it
that
again?
was the one we put out of order.
The shuttle pad down.
That's correct.
Right.
You did put it out of order.
The shuttle pad. The shuttle pad next to the commercial ops. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, that's
Okay.
correct.
Right.
Go on.
So they've landed. They haven't. They've landed actually without using any of the actual equipment on the actual shuttle pad. So they've actually
Hence, heavy landing.
Yeah, heavy landing. That was the thud you presumably heard. And you can see a group of 4 people, all wearing similar attire to yourselves, all with rifles,
Okay.
and moving in a military fashion
Yeah, that's not standard.
towards this door here.
That's not the exploration team, is it?
No.
When you look at them, they are not wearing the equipment they're wearing is not standard for the Sci-Fi National.
Is it Wayland Jutani? Bearing in mind
Cartel.
he worked for them for the previous contract.
It's not wearing Tiny either.
It's got
It's-
nondescript.
It's nondescript, but the weapons are belonging to the UPP.
UPP, which one are they again?
That'd be the Russian and Chinese.
Fair enough.
The United
Interesting.
People's Planet.
The Union of the Progressive Peoples.
We're not the UPP, we're the PUU.
Yes.
Jack, you seeing this?
I guess you're sharing it with me, yeah?
Yeah. 'cause
Yeah, I'm
you-
trying to get. They look. It looks like UPP weapons, ambiguous shuttlecraft, and ambiguous armor.
I think we've got the
It's definitely
same.
not one of the shuttlecraft from the mining station, is it?
No, it's not.
Okay.
The
we've got new vessels in
shuttlecraft
orbit.
that you have basically got the Cell Binational like plastered all over it.
So, which basically means putting one together, there's another ship up in orbit, sent a shuttle down.
Oof.
Yeah.
You know what? That's interesting to know.
Yeah, what's also interesting though is there's 4 of them armed with assault rifles.
Yeah.
I
don't think we want to let them in.
Well, we're not going to have an opportunity. They're going to blow the doors open if they want.
Yeah, if they've got hardware like that, I'm sure they've got some ability to breach
Look,
it.
there's only one option for this. You guys get up here, and as soon as you're up, we get out. There's no point even standing and talking to them.
If we get
maybe
like
there is
how
a
much
point.
power for them?
how much time have we got for like? Is there enough time for us to get up up the winch?
We don't know.
Yes.
Let me see if I can communicate and delay them. And
Right, I'm gonna send the pup. You've all been I'm assuming you've all been saving the data that we've been finding onto your PDAs anyway. Right?
Yeah, and I've relayed it to the cat as well.
So I'm gonna send the pup up to you.
It
Can't.
can't
It has
fly
to come
that
to
high.
you.
It comes to you, then you go in the cradle, and then you go up.
Yeah. All right. Well, you've got the data anyway. So at the very least, man, I haven't got manual control of this winch, do I?
Okay, leave the pup down there so we at least get eyes on the organic at all times.
Yeah, that's a good
But
idea.
And
Yeah.
what these guys do, if and when we leave.
As you say that, one of them goes to the door and starts to get a cutting torch out.
Awesome. I'm going to try and patch through to the communication panel if there is one, external speaker,
There is.
the ring doorbell kind of thing.
Yeah.
Unidentified shuttlecraft. This is exploration team. 1 Alpha attached to Alaska Binational Remote Mining Station. Hi.
Please don't cut the door.
What are you doing here?
The person goes over to the comm unit, flicks it, and says, in a I guess a United American accent, open the doors and we'll treat you fairly.
I'd love to, but we've had a power cut at that section of the station, which is why the landing pad ILS was out. What's your business here? This is under Alaska Binational proprietary rights, I believe.
Yeah, have you talked to head office?
Lay down your
I'm
weapons
just working.
and make your way to commercial ops.
Weapons? Dude, we're an exploration team. We're here collecting scattered cargo from the ship that crashed a few days ago. What are you doing here?
You see, he flips the switch, and he motions to the person cutting, and the person starts cutting the actual lock.
Yeah,
Well.
yeah, guys, we're fucked.
You reckon 10, 20, 30 minutes maybe to get to you through the pressure doors?
Awesome. Unless I get busy.
Okay, unless you get busy.
Right, so they're coming in from that shuttle bay there. And we can...
They've got no way to stop us from radioing back to the main base.
Apart from the storm.
Yeah.
Right, he's going to race back from to cargo ops, kind of explaining as he's doing it and he's thinking, into the workshop, get some plate or rebar, and then first of all do the door that leads from commercial ops around to refinery, so they can't get out that way, and then work his way back in, and then reinforce the commercial ops door, then the one that goes up to the power plant, then the one that goes into the workshops.
Okay.
If he's quick, if he's not, he's going to dish it in leg.
Okay.
They've got to cut each one anyway, so if they've got to cut
Jean-Michel,
two
what are you going to do? You going with Kai to go and help?
I guess I'm going to help him hold metal to the doors, but I have no real hope of being very useful right now.
You got 2 hands, you can hold things at the door, that's always good.
Yep, that's pretty much what I got.
Okay, so Kai and Jean-Michel, you rush all the way through to the workshops, pick up a welder. So you grab a couple of hand welders and some reloads for that. and you rush all the way to the door that will allow them to not come into the
How
refinery.
many welders are there?
There are 4 welders.
Excellent. I will take all 4 of them and figure out some way of.
Just like put them in like a big bag and sort of like run.
Yeah,
with
because if
them.
there's a way of setting it into a booby trap or even overloading one of them, why the fuck not?
Okay.
I don't know anything about the UPP, but this seems awfully violent.
They're making a claim. They've got to be. They know something is here. As does Wayland-Yutani. As does the Binational. And it is the play that I do not want to be involved in.
Well, it looks like we're going to get involved. Do you think there's any way that we can get involved in a way that's a bit more favourable to us? In the hopefully not being tortured and kept in a dark hole forever way?
Absolutely. You can take yourself to commercial ops now, sit down in a chair, put anything offensive on you onto the table, and just sit and wait. If that's what you want to do.
I mean, I would really rather, yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Go for it. I tell you now, they're not going to respect your honour or word, saying you're not going to speak a word of this to anyone.
I was expecting more like, I'd rather cooperate with them instead of be tortured by them and kept in a dark hole. I'll tell them what I know about this place.
That's free will, buddy. Your free will. Just know that I'm locking this door behind you.
Alright, well, fair enough then.
You're likely to get a bullet in the head.
Yeah.
Not be tortured in a dark hole.
They might pay him for complicity, but you won't work afterwards. Any pension or anything else, you've got to be sacrosanct.
You've got a point there too.
I mean, seriously, I'm not judging here at all.
Does the UPP not need geologists? What the fuck kind of place is it?
Of course I do.
Of course they do.
You could probably get a line of work there if you're willing to only work for them and not speak to anyone ever again.
I mean, I don't have anyone
Better
to
than
speak to
dying.
anymore apart from you lot, so...
This situation's handmade for you, my friend.
You know what? Sounds like I've got a backup plan.
Okay, so look, if push comes to shove, whack me over the back of the head, pretend like you knocked me out to help them out, just don't hurt me too much, and then we can both be like complicit in this, alright?
Yeah, sounds like a plan. I mean, I'm sure they need welders too.
Fuck retirement.
That's right, I'm just a welder.
Yep. Okay. So you go to this door here and you start welding that shut. Yeah, that's fine. You don't have to make any rolls for anything.
That's fine. So basically, what you're trying to do is, like, while you're welding it, either taking the power cell out of the welder and kind of tacking it behind where they're going to have to cut through to get through.
Okay, yeah, I get that. Yeah, that's
Hilarious.
So it might work, it might not work. If anything else, they'll see that if they see something's up, it will slow them down. If they don't see something's up, it might slow them down and possibly hurt them.
You can make a heavy machinery roll for that.
Yes. Let's see now.
Can I give him an aid die?
If you've got, yeah, you can do. Yeah.
I have no heavy machinery. Oh no, I do have heavy machinery skill.
Oh, there you go.
There we go. I've got one.
So,
So
give him some aid.
I get a modifier for tools, right?
What tools have you got?
Cutting torch.
Yeah, you're not going to use the cutting torch to the thing.
Sorry. Right. I've got a small toolkit and a large toolkit. Which are they?
Yeah, that's fine. Go on then. Use the small toolkit. That's fine.
And if he's giving me one as well.
Yep.
Let's see what happens. Yeah. Serviceable enough.
That's fine. You rig a jury rig the packs. As soon as they cut it, it'll probably set it off.
Or fizzle or do something, whatever, anything to slow them down. Can I use that extra success to not have to make that roll again for all the doors?
Oh, indeed you can. Yeah, I like that.
Man, you were good at cadging stuff.
So with the other ones that you want to kind of like put the actual the units behind, you don't have to make another roll. You know how to kind of.
Yeah, exactly. Once it's welded, even if it's gaffer tape just behind the line, they have to cut.
Yeah, that's fine. Kit.
Chris is gone.
Oh, yeah, I'm not looking at her. That's fine. Okay. In that case,
she said she had to go and find some more allergy medication.
Right. Okay.
Beer.
Jack, you and Elizabeth are slowly riding the way up.
Hmm.
You can obviously hear all this going on because you all link to each other's comms. They managed to weld the that door, and then you're going to make your way over to the door with the workshops. So once you do this door, you then got the power plant door. So now you can't actually see what they're doing. You kind of start to weld this door. And if you could please make a heavy machinery roll for me. For this one. Yeah.
As any modifiers, just straight.
Just a straight roll, please.
Yes, sir, I can.
That's fine. Not a problem. Yeah, it takes another sort of like 10 minutes or so, and you've now welded this. You figure that they've probably now got through into commercial ops.
Yep. And then there's 2 more that we need to do. So obviously the ones in the workshop itself on the way out, and then the 2 coming from the power plant to that little cutout from the chasm.
Yeah. Okay.
So I think if I go past and do at least one of those, then we should have, hopefully, when they come up, a free run to the cat to get the fuck out.
Yeah. So the cat at the moment
is way up top right.
No, it's not.
Why has it been moved?
That's where you moved it to.
Yes, no, the cat is in cargo ops.
No, look, it's there.
No.
Yeah, you moved it all the way there.
No, because the idea before was we were going to bunker down in cargo ops with the cat on the island. So they could only land here where they didn't have a direct entry.
Okay.
Yeah, we did. I think we did talk about that.
Not a problem.
Then we could go through cargo ops and
came for us after all.
My mistake. I will stick you back over here.
Unless I don't know. It's been a while.
No, that's fine. I'll stick you back over there.
Otherwise, yeah, wouldn't have.
That's fine. I'll just stick you over there. There you go.
It may have been a stupid plan at the time, but my idea basically was to hide in there while they landed on the cargo pad, walked past us into cargo ops down to the main area, and we just drive off.
Okay. Right. So you do the next one. You make another rolling heavy machinery, but can you give yourself 1 point stress?
Do I need to roll it if I use that success to not roll again in this type? Because the fudging roll is if you get 2 successes, you can use it to not roll again for exactly the same task.
Go on then. Yeah, that's fine.
I'll roll if you want, but I'm just trying
to. No. That is exactly what the rules are for.
It's not going to be great, but it's going to be serviceable.
Yeah, that's fine. You know what you're doing, so you're not panicking because you know exactly what needs to be done. You know it just takes that 10 minutes to kind of like get it all done properly, so that's fine. So that takes us to 30 minutes. You don't know where they are. And you managed to do this one. So that's 3 that you've now done, which leaves you back with the chasm as, which now you're going to presumably go back to the chasm, wait for them to come up.
Yes, we've blocked off. They can't go past us by refinery. They've got to cut through the workshops, or they've got to cut through the power plant. And when these guys get up, we get a free run, hopefully to the cargo ops.
Yeah.
Or to death, whatever.
Okay.
I'm depressed now.
Yeah, I just heard it. So, Chris, you're kind of like waiting for them to kind of like be reeled up. You can see that that Kai and Jean-Michel have
I presume I can sort of hear on comms what they've been doing.
And you can see what they're doing as well from the cameras.
I think I'd probably let you know.
They've welded 3 of the doors shut, and Kai has kind of jury-rigged some, I guess, some of the acetylene units behind where they would cut to actually get through. So when they do cut it, it will set it off like a sort of like improvised explosive.
Yeah, I can't imagine. It wouldn't probably explode, but it might be like a
just
phosphor
burn
grenade.
Really hard. Yeah. just means that it'll stop them from actually doing anything. So yeah, you're sort of like sitting there, kind of, come on, hurry up. There is, and obviously you're not in the best of moods anyway, so you're just like, oh, come on. And slowly but surely, Jack and Elizabeth are rising up from the chasm, and just as they finish the third door, you could just make out Jack and Elizabeth coming up to where the ice is from the bedrock, and now coming up to you. And indeed, they arrive safe and sound with the pup.
Yoo-hoo!
Come on, get out, guys.
Oh,
Yeah, we're getting out pretty quickly.
Time
Okay.
to leg it.
quick but cautious to the cat.
Yep. Okay. Are you going to try and lock this door here?
Only with the
As
pin
well?
code.
Only with the pin code. Okay.
Yeah,
Then
I mean,
you'll make your way out into the cat.
exactly. If that's daft, then we're screwed anyway. So don't make a difference.
Okay. So you get into cargo ops, and then you make your way straight through cargo ops, straight into the cat.
Yeah,
Okay.
obviously checking because I imagine the storm was too bad for them another second landing or anything else that I was noticing. But
Okay. You make your way to the exit. Yeah. Okay. Who's going out the door first?
me, I guess.
Okay. Can you make an observation roll? But
can
at
make it.
-3.
So
Oh.
I write, and I'm giving it base modifier -3. Is that correct?
Yep. Correct.
All right, let's see what happens. Not going to happen. I'm going to push it.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
How do I push it? Wait.
On the
Oh,
dice
just
chat.
push.
Because I'm aware it's very stormy, it's very
Yep.
cold, I'm stressed, I'm keen to get there, but I want to double check it's all there.
Yeah.
Looks
yeah.
clean to me. I'm on my way.
Yeah, yeah. You look out. Yeah, it looks fine. You can see the cat just through the snow, and yeah, you presumably duck out into there. Who's next?
Guess I'll go.
Okay.
I'll go last.
Do you want me to make an observation roll too?
If you wouldn't mind.
Is it -2 or not at -2?
Was that -3 or was that not? That's right. Well,
I didn't
Well-
hear anything about any modifiers, so
sorry. Yeah,
It
no,
was
no
for
problem.
Kai. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you kind of follow through as well, and make your way into the cat. Kit,
Well, I guess that's me next, yeah?
yes, please.
Whoops.
So if you can -3 from your observation roll.
Yeah. That is not very observant at all. I don't see anything.
But you're deep into the snow again, which you love. Elizabeth says, "Jack, you should go
I just
first."
went through.
Yeah.
All right. I'll roll -3. I'll push that.
Okay. Yep. You make your way to the cat as well, and then Elizabeth comes out and follows you. You'll get into the cat. She'll in the snow cat, and you're going to shoot off. Which way are you going to go?
Run the startup sequence, and then basically my idea was to go off into the storm, circle round, steal their goddamn shuttle.
Oh, nice. Ooh.
Okay, no problem. Yeah.
Or at least see if that's feasible.
Yeah, you start it all off.
absolute brass ones.
And then, okay, and then you make it around the facility. Yeah, that's fine.
What the actual shit are you doing?
Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, you kind of go all around the facility, and make your way to the other side of the facility where the shuttle bay is. Okay, yeah, I like that.
Because we saw 4 people get off, no one hung
Yeah.
back, I'm assuming.
Yeah, not that you can see, no.
So we've got time on our side at the moment. We're obscured by the storm. What do you think, guys?
I don't know if it's a stupid question.
It's two choices. We either go back to the station in the Cat, which is going to take us the better part of 2 days in this storm. No, sorry, it's about 8 hours, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's about a full day.
So take us probably about 16 hours in this storm, or we commit grand larceny.
Well, look, they're from LaSalle Bionational, and they were gonna.
No, they're from UPP.
Well,
I mean, we don't know what they're from.
LaSalle Bionational, shuttle.
Well,
right?
they're not us, and that's all that counts.
They threatened us. That's what I'm coming from.
I mean,
And that's on comms.
They're
it
hired
did
muscle.
specify what type of accent they have.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had a generic kind of Americanized accent.
They're
Well, the
space
one person you
Americans,
spoke
not
to.
space commies.
Space American.
I think they're like mercenaries, right?
They're
I think there's every
probably
reason to
assorted
suspect
naughty men.
that we're persona non grata in somebody's eyes in LaSalle Bionational, and we
Okay.
need to be silent. So I absolutely agree. We should take the shuttle. We just have to be really careful about where we go.
Okay, I've got a plan. Ed, SOP
Yeah.
for the UPP shuttles and stuff like that is the pilot is normally a non-combatant, right? So the pilot and/or co-pilot will probably still be with the shuttle.
Yes, correct.
Perfect. With the crap that I've got in the Snowcat, I'm gonna cobble together something that looks like a big fucking pack of explosives
Nice.
with lots of gaffer tape, and basically sneak up to the cockpit, slap it on there, and then point to their door.
Okay. All right.
Master manipulator at work. I'm
yeah, go
learning
on then.
something every day.
Make a heavy weapons, heavy machinery roll to cobble together something.
I'll absolutely help.
Yes, please.
Yep.
All right.
I will too. You probably
Awesome.
yeah.
What do we got? All right.
Yeah.
It's believable.
It's believable because
Little blinking light, whatever, I don't know.
Big alarm clock.
In this snow, it's
Okay, yeah, that's fine. So you kind of like cobble it together as you're
Don't
going
forget to
round.
write Acme on it in like shaky white paint marker.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, you're sort of like driving round. Jack, anything you want to add or do or?
No, I'm kind of no.
Nope.
I've had
Enjoying the
my
madness.
I've had my fill of tension for the for the day, being dangling above the the crazy creature in the pit. So Kai's running away with this and has an idea. I'm gonna not get in his way. Yeah.
Okay.
it is do or die time. Either we get the fuck away from this
Yeah.
and somehow blag our way out of it, or we die.
Okay.
I'm also a corporate agent who realizes that my corporation I'm suspecting my corporation wants to silence me, so I'm probably going through a little bit of like.
Did I also mention that?
I mean, your loyalty probably stopped with your paycheck.
The UA-266 Mark III shuttle was worth approximately 15 million in adjusted dollars.
That's a lot of adjusted dollars.
It's a big galaxy
Okay.
to get lost in.
It is. Okay, yeah, you pull up.
I like
presumably,
this.
so you can presumably have to pull up far enough away
Yes.
so that whoever's in the shuttle would be able to see you, which you're going to have to trip across to the shuttle through the snowstorm.
It's fine.
Okay, that's fine. So you've got your big gaffer taped improvised pretend explosive, and so presumably you're going to go out. Kai, is anyone going to go with you? Or are you going to on your own or?
I'm not asking for volunteers. I got a plan in his head and he's running with it, and these guys seem to be foolish enough to run in with him. I don't have stealth or anything like that. I've got stamina and strength. I've got an ape suit. It's pretty shitty weather. I can approach from a relatively blind angle to the cockpit, I think, as long as no one's outside having a fag, which I doubt they are. Should be fine.
No, in this weather. Fuck the
Stealth
rest,
is
you
like
smoke inside.
mobility, right?
What's that?
Stealth is a mobility
Yes.
covered under mobility.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty decent with that. I've got 4 agility and 2 in mobility, so If
Good.
that helps.
If you can get that onto the cockpit where they can see it, then I'll guard the door when they come out and make sure they don't have other ideas.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's Jack and Kai.
Do I get a...
What's Kit?
All right, sorry, yep, go on.
Well, just want to find out what everyone else is going to do before you make some rolls. What's Kit going to do?
If you guys want help, I'm happy to. This is the most exciting thing that I've seen. I mean, this is way less scary than the down in the shaft thing. Yeah, this is cool.
I'm gonna stick close to Jack and Kai.
Okay.
Elizabeth will be ready to go in the in the thing if you need to retreat, and then she'll come to you once you've secured the shuttle. Okay, so everyone who's going out, there's going to be everyone, can you make a mobility roll for your stealth? You get to have an extra 3 dice because of all the snow. No.
You gotta be
Oh, wow.
fucking kidding me.
That is a loaded dice.
Wow.
Oh, for once.
Okay.
Hey,
Right,
does that mean I
that's
can
good.
use
I'm
one
rolling.
to help Jack?
Yeah, I can too.
What's that?
Can you donate successes?
No.
No.
Shame.
Oh,
Fine. Actually, it doesn't matter. if
didn't we
he's
used
seen,
to be able
because
to
we
do
kind of
that
want
in...
him to be seen because he's carrying the Imp's astral charge.
Ah,
Yeah.
I mean, as long as they don't decide to shoot you, Jack.
I think we're... Well, I mean, the point is... I'm possibly going to be spotted because I didn't get any successes, right?
Yeah.
It's an opposed roll against their observation. And
Yep,
I also
you
rolled a
make that.
panic roll, so... Yeah.
That might be the sharp end there.
Okay, if you
Regardless of
make a
whether...
panic roll.
taking the... Yeah, anyway. Anyway. Let me roll my stress. Yeah.
mm.
Nice.
Keeping
Fine.
it together.
It's fine. You're like, if you could all please make a stamina roll now. Because
That
of the,
gets bonuses, I'm guessing, because of the suit.
no, you're basically the suit just allows you to not get negatives from the gravity. So just a straight, good old fashioned stamina roll.
Okay.
It's time to get to Jack.
What happened? Did I roll or not?
No.
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 There we go.
Okay.
I have got a special.
What's your special?
My talent is stoic. I can
Yep.
I can roll wits instead of strength for
Nice.
stamina
Ooh,
rolls.
nice.
Very nice.
Very cool. Yeah, you will make it.
So the difference is 3, so I'll just add 3 because there's no way to
Mhm.
change the thing.
Yep, nice. Yeah, you will tough it out through the snow drifts, and you make your way to the shuttle pad. Jack, you make your way towards the front of the actual shuttle, and you just slap on this improvised pretend explosive. Yep, that's no problem. But when you slap it on, you don't see anyone in the cockpit. That's fine.
Gosh, I sure hope they saw your threat.
I'll say this in the closed comms that we've got. I don't see anyone in there. But it's on, it's attached. What now?
I have no fucking idea.
Maybe there's nobody in the shuttle.
I can knock.
Try and open it.
So,
Is there
yeah.
like a punch button to open the cargo like
yeah. Just,
ramp or whatever?
There's a ramp in the back that you can just push.
Okay.
There's a short ramp, and then you've got the actual
Can we
doors
just
at the back.
take a moment
Got
to suggest that, like, just to mention weapons? Have we got weapons with us?
Yes.
You will seem to have your weapons that you've got.
Okay,
your
all
own
right. Just
personal
double
weapons.
checking. Yeah.
Because you didn't even behind or anything like that. All your gear and stuff, you pretty much definitely. No, because
Yeah.
you put it all in the cat anyway, because you think
Yeah.
they're coming to get you.
Yeah.
So that's fine. So you have all your weapons, all your equipment with you.
Yeah, we definitely would have been taking him here.
Yeah, you punch the button, and yeah, the door opens, and there is someone inside.
Excellent.
He is armed with the rifle. He is just.
Is he?
Hopefully, he's not crouched at the top of the ramp with
I was
like
about to say, yeah.
like a mounted machine gun.
Oh, no.
Welcome to hell.
Get to the chopper.
So I'm just going to do a quick initiative
fine.
draw between you and the guy, and then I'll draw everyone else
Got it.
afterwards.
Stupid ideas.
He's on a 5.
Okay.
See if it's higher or lower for you. Oh, and you're on a 2. Look at that. You get
Oh.
initiative.
Excellent.
Damn it.
It's good.
So you get initiative
Good,
over
good.
him.
Is he literally poised, ready to shoot?
He's not poised, ready to shoot. He's standing there. He's got the rifle slung on his arm. He's kind of in a resting position.
Poised, ready to negotiate.
And then you've opened the door, and he's turned around as his hands are going onto the rifle to get ready to do something. But you get the initiative. So
He's in the same UPP thing, isn't he? Yeah, I'm going to shoot.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh.
What do I need to do for this?
So-
Right. So I am shooting range combat, right?
You are indeed.
And it's just going to be an iron sight and that standard rifle that was given in the thingy, wasn't it? So there's no stats or anything from that, so that's fine.
No.
All right, let's see what happens. Oh, something happens.
Yeah, you shoot him. So that's one success.
Hold on. You should get at least one extra die for
You
your.
will get one extra dice for the weapon.
No, that isn't. Sorry, I just rolled the range combat. What was I supposed to do?
You might to go into your inventory and click on the actual weapon because it'll give you a bonus.
He's got
die.
a pulse rifle, so let me just get you the pulse rifle.
Okay.
1 second.
I mean,
don't know why
extra
it was
dice are
on
great and everything, but I'm happy with a success as opposed to a failure.
Well, I mean, the only failure you would be from your stress die. That matters.
What's stress die?
That yellow die that's come up blank. So you're
Why
fine.
have I got stress?
So it would have been.
Why have I got stress?
I don't know.
But you're right. I've been rolling stress all that time and nothing's come up.
there.
You should have had no stress because you
No.
slept.
Yeah, exactly.
And you didn't
I'm
push.
going to remove that. Is that all right?
That's fine.
Oh, I see. Okay, so this. Oh, for Pete's sake!
Oh wait, hold
wait.
on. You have a stress because you pushed the roll a little bit earlier when you were observing. You did an observation roll with one die and you pushed.
Yes, that's it.
And
yeah,
that gave
you're
you one
abs-
stress.
Absolutely
Yeah.
right. You're
That's
absolutely right. So this gives me a bonus of 1. But you know what? Just there was
That's
one
fine.
success. I'm happy with that. We'll just settle for
That's
that.
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is fine. You turn around and you shoot him.
Actually, see this thing.
Yeah, you shoot him
you shot
square in the chest, and he staggers back.
Good. And then start screaming at him. Basically, drop it.
Okay, that's fine. You're like, drop it.
I'm police. Do not resist.
Yeah, he kind of staggers back, trying to raise his rifle, but is kind of stunned from doing anything. So who's going to be next around the corner?
Do I need to roll damage?
I guess
or
we
anything
should
for that, or is it
probably
just-
do
Damage is
initiative,
done.
shouldn't we?
You've already done 2 damage.
Shouldn't we draw initiative?
Yes, I'm going to draw initiative. So yeah,
Okay.
I'll just draw initiative there. So Kai, you're on 8. No, sorry, you're on 2, Kai. Sorry, Jack, you're on 8. Jean-Michel, you're on 9. And Kit, you're on 10. That's terrible.
Huh.
8, 9, and 10 for the three
8,
of us.
9, and 10. What on earth?
It was 5, right?
So he was on 5. So he doesn't do anything. So it's back to you, Kai.
So can I hold an action? Because I don't particularly want to shoot or kill him, but I also don't want him to shoot or kill me.
You
so
can.
I'm basically gonna just keep shouting at him to.
Essentially, I think they call it Overwatch in Alien.
Perfect.
Um,
So I'm waiting for him to disarm himself and make sure no one else pops down the corridor. And if they do, I'll shoot them. Otherwise, I will wait until my comrades in arms come.
Okay. So you basically you're staying there. You're waiting for him to do something, and then you'll fire.
There is like a combat tracker in Foundry, but
There is.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, that's fine. No problem.
We're not using it.
No.
Don't have enough
I've used
combat
it before, and it's pretty good.
Yes. So you're waiting for him to do something. It looks like he is going to attempt to shoot. You can get
bastard.
action on it.
Okay, if I see the rifle do something other than going down towards the floor, then yeah.
Yeah, which is what you do. So shoot him again.
If I've got to roll the dice.
Yeah.
You fuckers, why are you making me do this?
Yeah, I actually just want to do my job. Just let me do my job.
You're a welder.
Okay, what happens there? Ooh, okay, that's 2, I think that is.
So
Nice.
it means you can do more damage, or if I remember correctly, with I can remember my brains for the extra damage resolution. If you take 1 additional point of damage for every extra stunt you rolled, you can pin down the enemy, make an immediate panic roll. You can position yourself to get exchange your initiative score with them. We don't need to do that. You can get your target to drop a weapon.
Yeah, I was going to say
object.
he's got a pretty large weapon, hasn't he? So I can either.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my intention to disarm
That
him.
makes sense. Yeah, so you shoot him.
You still do the 2 damage, right?
You still do the 2 damage.
Oh, okay. But to the hand or something like that, I guess.
Yeah, and he drops the weapon and falls to the floor, clutching his arm. So, Jack, you're next.
I want to come running
on the run.
Running up.
Yep.
Like as soon as I see that that's happened with Kai and he's shot, and I see the guy falling down. I'm gonna run up the ramp and grab the snatch the assault rifle off of this guy.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. You basically grab the assault rifle. Okay. Jean-Michel, you're on 9.
I don't know what to do.
You're just standing going, what just happened?
I'm just
Get
gonna
on
stand
board!
there and
Get
dither
on
and
board!
not have a clue.
Get on board!
Okay.
Okay, I'll go.
Okay.
I'm gonna run up and I'll yell at the guys. Do you need that with the guy? Like, should I don't know, hold him down or something?
Why don't you tie him up on a rail track like in cartoons?
Yeah, absolutely. I'd be so ready to do that.
Kit, you run up and start shouting at him.
I think in this case it would be tying him to the engine exhaust.
Maybe don't do
At the
that.
back.
That's just cruel and unusual.
Like, are
His
we?
friends
I
will
don't
come
know.
from.
I was gonna say, like, are we gonna take him or
No.
do we
We
leave
should
him
take
here?
him. I don't think we should just leave him out there.
His
He's,
friends will come.
He's currently bleeding.
You
all
mean
over
for the
floor.
ice worms to eat?
Yeah, I don't like. That's no way for a person to die. That's terrible.
Well, look,
Well-
the friends are going to be coming back fairly quickly to this shuttle. So
Yeah,
if we kick him out, he'll be picked up very, very quickly.
Are we still in combat or?
No.
Okay. Elizabeth, disable the cat and get up here quick.
Roger.
I suggest we kick him out, patch him up, kick him out, because they're going to come for him, and you've probably got 2 minutes.
Patch him up, like?
Enter the cockpit.
Seriously?
Yes.
Well, they'll
Don't
have
die.
gunshots, I'm sure.
And I'll
Well-
make a way to the cockpit and hopefully.
He had to
or
come
rather,
in.
We can't
Figure out
count
the fly
on
this
the
thing.
fact that they didn't.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
I'll just like manhandle the guy, sort of, shove him out.
Onto the floor. He's
Yeah.
holding
Bye,
his arm.
cocksucker.
That's fine. How long are you gonna wait? You start to prep the shuttle. The shuttle
What-
actually has really been
While
pre-prepped.
they're prepping the shuttle and everything, I'm
Yeah.
going to be helping patch him up. I've got 0 in medical
Okay.
skill, but I want to question him.
Okay.
Oh,
Who sent you here? Why are you armed?
He looks at you and says, "Fuck off."
Stick my finger in his bullet hole in his arm.
He screams. He says, "I'm working for
he really had to come in.
Having a quick session, Ed.
Yeah.
Afterwards, just you and me.
That's fine. We'll
like
do
a
that.
10-minute session, and just to give like a quick update on how. It
Yeah,
ended.
that's fine. We could do that if you want. Yeah, that makes more sense.
I'm
rather
starting
than
this.
keep trying to do it.
I've started the stream again, so
Right,
it looks
okay.
like it's connected. Yeah.
Okay. Technical difficulties for tonight.
Oh, God, we're gonna be
That's
ending
all
it
right.
shortly anyway, because I think
Yes.
Chris, you've got to get
Yeah.
away, right?
No, I don't. I'm fine.
Okay. But well, we need to stop anyway.
Yeah, so
Because I've
That's
I've
fine.
had it up to here with these.
that's not a problem.
bit.
So Kai's prepped the shuttle. The shuttle's ready to leave. Elizabeth makes her way from the snowcat, which she's disabled, and she rushes into the shuttle pad and runs up the ramp as two people start to come out of the actual facility with their assault rifles raised, and they start shooting at you.
Where was Elizabeth?
So Elizabeth was at the
Bringing up
snowcat.
the rear.
She's basically come all the way around through into the actual rear of the shuttle pad, and as she's run in, you're just sort of like standing at the top of the
Yeah,
ramp.
like an Overwatch
and
kind
you-
of. Yeah.
Yeah, and you can see two other people come around the corner, which suddenly comes into your line of sight. As soon as they come into line of sight of the shuttle, they start firing. But that's fine. You can actually just shut the shuttle doors.
But Elizabeth.
But Elizabeth's in. Elizabeth comes in and she runs past you.
Yeah. All right.
Some rounds fly in your direction, but now you're ready to depart.
Yeah, I'm gonna be screaming like, "Go, go, go, go,
Go, go, go, go! So that would require our pilot to make a piloting roll.
Woohoo.
I didn't think we would actually get a piloting role in this campaign, so this is kind of cool.
It's an unfamiliar vehicle, so -1.
Oh no.
All I require.
You realise I've orchestrated all 11 episodes so far to this one point.
Don't fuck up this
Minus
roll
one,
then.
Where we heroically fuck off.
No, this is why I kill you all. It's not about aliens, it's about a crash landing. I mean, it started with the crash, surely it has to end with the crash, right?
Say that.
I say nothing. I'm pushing that.
What is
Yeah, go ahead.
like an HBO TV show?
There we go. 3
Oh,
successes
wow.
though. So roll your stress
Fine.
to see what happens.
I've got to roll stress. Now, I've got
Yeah.
this nerves of steel, which I get take away 2 from it. So how do I roll stress with a modifier?
If you right-click the stress thing, I think you can modify it.
Am I rolling stress or rolling panic? I don't understand what's happening.
So it's panic. So you're making a panic roll.
So which is by clicking stress.
But right click on it,
So
because that should bring a
right-click on it.
modifier menu up.
Got it.
And then you can take 2 off of it. Ooh, there you go.
So it goes up,
Give it
it
together,
wobbles,
give it together.
it drops.
Yeah.
Snow comes in the uptake. The door's not closed. It's giving me panic alarms. Goddamn back hatch.
As bullets are pinging off the hole as well, of course.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the bullets.
Yep. The bullets ping off the back around you. You presumably shut the back hatch.
I would have
go
been
in
as soon as Elizabeth was up, because I'm right there standing there.
Yeah.
As soon as she was like on the hatch, I'd be hitting the close button.
That's fine.
Yeah,
Um,
for sure.
So the shuttle takes off as they fire at the shuttle, but it doesn't do anything. It just kind of pings off, you hope. And you fly into the blizzard, which seems like a perfectly good place to end it.
Can I just say that although I got a fucked up piloting role, I did have 3 6s, so I
You
don't
did
want to make
indeed.
any other piloting roles for this.
Absolutely.
I
for
figure
the
that's
rest
a
of the session,
go-to destination and a land destination.
Habib, for the rest of the session, you won't need to make any more piloting roles.
For the rest of this
Oh,
session.
shit. But it's not a session; it's a continuation.
Can we very quickly talk about experience points before we end? So we just kind of cover that
There's-
thing as
There's
well.
no point. We're gonna die anyway, so you know.
Well, we have
You can indeed.
We just got away
Stop trying to
scot-free,
kill us
didn't
all
we?
in mid-air race.
We just got scot-free away. None of us are injured.
You have indeed. You're doing really well.
What's wrong with you, Habib?
Yeah, it's
fatalistic.
not that bad.
I'm
So-
a snake.
So
I know,
just
Ed.
discuss the experience. So you're participating in the game session, and the previous one. You haven't got XP for that one yet.
Oh yeah.
So you get 2 points of XP for that. Did you risk or sacrifice something to further your personal agendas? That's what you have to ask yourself that question.
Okay.
If you answered yes, you can have a point. Did you risk your life, your buddy, PC? Anyone's
My
done
buddy at the moment. Yes.
Kit.
Kit.
Not in the last session.
No.
No.
Did you challenge or stand up to your rival PC?
Every time.
Every single time.
It's because my rival's Jack.
Yeah.
On the plus side, if you make
Kai's my rival, and I
rolls-
didn't really. I kind of went along with him, so I don't think.
Yeah.
Maybe in the previous
No.
session was there?
Yeah,
Was there
previous session you would have got one.
previous
Yeah,
session I
one.
would have, but not this session
Yeah.
at all.
That was a good
Um,
discussion in the previous session. Actually,
I think
going backwards and
Kai
forwards.
gets 2 for that one.
Yeah,
For sure.
That's good. You can all have a point for your panic roll. I think we all made panic rolls.
Yeah.
Didn't in the last session, definitely not.
And no, not in the last session for you lot up the top, but definitely for Jack and for
Yeah, for sure.
Jean-Michel, you get panic rolls for those.
It's a shame you only get one for panic rolls because I'm sure you guys did like multitudes.
Yeah, you only get the one for a panic roll. Jean-Michel and Jack, definitely you get to have another point of XP for overcoming a dangerous event from last session.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was really
Um,
scary.
and you can all have an XP for getting to the shuttle. I did enjoy that.
It was clever. It was also dangerous.
You can all have another point for making a significant discovery or revelation.
Oh yeah.
That's fine.
Mhm.
For sure.
Yeah, can't wait to find out what that's about.
And then the other is to perform an extraordinary action of some kind, or did you earn any money?
I
I'm
think
gonna give you-
I think stealing the shuttle is
That's
an
definitely-
extraordinary action.
Yeah, I'm going to give you the XP for that.
We stole a shuttle out from under the
Nice.
noses of a bunch of mercenaries. Or
Yeah,
a bunch of
that's
explorers.
that's impressive. You didn't earn any money. Maybe when you sell the shuttle, you might do.
Right.
You haven't actually earned any money on this job yet.
No,
Just
nothing.
promises of bonuses.
But you've still got another.
Well, you know, we've got some
15
pretty interesting data.
You've still got 15 months, 2 weeks to earn your pay. So
Another day, another dollar.
and that is all your XP.
Is this? I tallied up like 13 there. Does that sound about right?
It was a lot for 2
Yeah.
sessions. Yeah.
I've got 8 from that.
8.
Yeah.
So 8,
I
7
didn't
plus,
do a lot of life
plus
research,
whatever your-
unfortunately.
plus whatever the bonuses you got from that. So don't forget they'll add to whatever XP you've still got there. So you spent much.
No.
That would probably make about right. Yeah.
Okay.
For a total amount.
Right, because there's only 10 boxes, isn't there?
Yeah.
That doesn't matter. You can. There's no cap
That's
on how
fine.
many. You
I'm
can
just going to put it in the notes at the moment. So I don't
Yeah.
even
Stick it
think
in your
there's
notes.
anything
That sounds.
I need to
sounds
spend on at
fair.
the moment.
But you
I
never
mean,
know.
it costs you 5 XP to put up anything by 1, any of your skills
Okay.
by 1.
If you'll make it to
Plus
another
13
another
XP, so
season, you
3.
never know.
All right, so that's right. The skills can go up, can't they, by 5? So
Yeah.
can we do that now? Just if you've made the roll, is that correct?
We'll leave
You
it
have-
for the moment. I'll do it.
Okay, that's fine.
But the rule is you have to have used the skill and succeeded
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking about mobility and observation.
during the session or been instructed by somebody. So yeah.
Yeah, that'd be fine. We can kind of arrange that.
Well, you guys did instruct me in shooting, right? So last
Did,
session.
yeah, that's true.
I will
Yeah, so
take
it's for
that.
2 sessions. So yeah, that's fine. Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. As long as you use the skill and you learned it, then I'm happy for you to take it. Yeah.
I'm gonna take one in ranged combat.
Yep.
I,
that's
wait,
fine.
Me too.
did I use it? I didn't use ranged combat, did I?
You didn't roll
you
for
have
it.
used. You have used it.
Well,
used it in the
I
last
will
session,
say,
a
yeah,
while back, yeah.
exactly.
Oh yeah. Yeah. All right. Cool. So we're gonna end
Yeah.
it there.
Awesome.
Thanks, Ed.
That's amazing. That's cool.
Wow,
Ooh,
this
it's
is
coming-
really picking up.
It's coming to a head, which
Yeah.
ties in nicely with last actual session as opposed to the session with everyone involved.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. The plot has
That was
definitely
good fun.
thickened.
Wow.
So we've only got 2 more sessions left.
Cool.
Oh shit, son.
So
Ooh.
thanks everyone for for watching to the end. Apologies
Well done, Harry.
for all the technical difficulties. I will be, by the time you would have watched to the end here, I will have put chapter markers into the video, so where there's if it's buffering or whatever, there's gaps of time where there's nothing happening, it'll be able to skip past that. If YouTube somehow managed to fix that and it just like all of a sudden cuts to what seems like 20 minutes later, that's why. It's happened twice on this video, which is very annoying. We'll try and figure out what's gone wrong there and get it fixed for next time. But it is what it is. So thanks so much for watching. If you haven't already, if you can hit the subscribe and the like button for this video, that really helps the channel to grow. And thank you very much for watching. Thanks everyone for taking part.
Thank you very much, everyone.
And
Awesome.
we'll catch you in 3 weeks, I believe, for
Oh,
the
yes.
next one. It's not in 2 weeks, it's in 3 weeks. Watch social media to find out when. Speaking of social media, if you look down at the kind of ticker at the bottom of the video as well, if you want to get in touch with us about anything, all the links to social media are there. You can also leave a comment on the YouTube video, and we'll see that as well. Cool. But that is us, so thank you very much, and catch you next time.
Cheers. Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Good night, everybody.
Okay.
What if they're watching this in the morning?